this works. But, for some reason, it thinks that my knees are pointing inward. Here, 'cause I'm actually kicking my knee out. Oh, I think I see what the problem is. Actually, no, I don't. It's not supposed to mirror like that. Hmm. Okay, so it was the difference between the mirrored view and the non-mirrored view. So still have to work on the orientation of the z-axis sort of thing. Because if I hold my arm straight out, the model kind of puts it back a lot further. But I fixed my knees. So now if I lift my knee up to the side, the toe on this one is not, see how the toe on this one's not pointed? It's because I don't have a tracker on that one. On this one, though, okay, but if I point my knee inward, awesome. Okay, so with that aside, um, that's kind of how I'd work it in VR chat, really. So I'd have the controller in one hand, and then that would activate, that would activate this one. So this controller would give me range of motion in this one, and this would compensate for having a broken controller. Then this leg just needs to mimic motion, whereas this leg can do the more detailed sort of thing. So like kicking and pointing with the foot right there. Okay, let's see. What else is on the list? So, see how it's generic, it's not specific. So let's, like, it won't even really do wrist motion all that well. I can force it to, though. Cheat. Um, I really should try to get it to work in VR chat, but that's a little more. That requires a few more steps because there's two ways that I've read that this can work. The first way is the default way. It's the way that everyone's done it since the beginning of these things being programmed, or so I think I've read, and that's activating it through Steam VR, which is difficult for me because these are not Apple products nor are they Windows products. These are Oculus Rift S controllers, and so they work through the Oculus slash Meta applications. So I would have to run the Oculus Meta application and then open Steam VR and then open VR chat. And by the time that I'm able to do any of that sort of stuff, everything really bogs down. So, again, that's going to require a few more research, but I need to remember what the other target that I had for today was. I kind of thought that both the VTubing program and Blender wouldn't work at the same time because it all has to operate off of the same like network address. But um, the other program that I left to come in here, it said that. Here, let me grab the microphone because you can't see my other arm. You can't see my other arm grabbing it. um, so I went back to the other program that I left before coming to Blender, and the light's green, so it still knows that there is a connection, but it's just not receiving the signal, I guess, because the signal's coming here to Blender. So it's the same thing here. I can move all this stuff around, say hi, sort of. But yeah, as you can see off in the corner over there, um, My little avatar guy is just not receiving a signal, even though the light is green. Let's see. So in this scenario, I'm kind of stuck here at this little marker right here. So yeah, we're slightly in production mode now. So I can do kind of like a walking thing. Let me put the microphone down. I guess it does kind of look weird when it's anchored to the hip. Let's see what it looks like when it's anchored to my head. See how the focus has shifted me down now? Because it's all about this little marker right here. Oh, there it is. Or not. Oh, okay, there it is. And yes, I am doing this in real time. See, I can move my box around and I'm kicking stuff around. All right. So there we go. That's the first 2 bullet points off of the list of little experiments. These aren't concluded experiments, but this is just the evidence that it's being done, and now I just have to tinker it to kind of focus in and fine tune things. The bigger sort of step, and the one that requires the most attention, is efforts within VRChat and Resonite. VRChat, Resonite. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. All right, bye.